Hello, hello. I have maybe started sorting out the whole lighting problem. Look at this. You can actually see the kitty on the chair. This is very exciting to me. I know it's how the sausage gets made, and it's not that exciting, but it's exciting to me. You can kind of see, you can see the picture. You can see the picture better. You can see the color on the walls. You can see the wreath, the red and the green. Oh, we're making progress. It's not perfect yet, but my gosh, it's better. So anyway, I'm very excited. Hello. Hello, everyone. I hope your day's going well. Hello. 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 All right. Welcome to the daily political tarot reading here on the Black and Orange channel. I am known as, well, it's hard to say, but I'm Autumn around here. And gosh, I'm not really sure what time of year is it? Let me think. What time of year is it? I got candy canes. Anyway, I'm here every day of the week, you poor things. And I usually spend the first bit of time talking to everybody in the chat and taking your political questions. So if you have a question, if you're watching this on replay, come on by sometime, because we're really friendly. People are really friendly. We have fantastic moderators, and but also you can just know that everything's time-stamped here. So you can, afterward, I go down to the first comment, I type in all the questions from today, and I time-stamp them, so you can go right to what you're interested in, get in, get out, and be on your way. All right. 10% of income that comes into the channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. And I think that's about it. And sometimes YouTube will cut people off, which is very annoying. So if I put anything in the chat in all caps, that's how you communicate with me. So if you're trying to say something to me, please put it in all caps. But however, if you are talking to other people, please just type normally, because then I don't get confused. Okay? All right. So, and if I miss your question, because sometimes YouTube cuts things off, please just put it in again. Just put a YT right in the beginning, right before it, so then I'll know that that was YouTube who cut it off. So anyway. Oh, it's a good day. It's a good day. All right. Today is my father's 80th birthday. He's not going to watch this, but I love you, Dad. Anyway. All right. I'm going to scroll up. I'm going to look for anything in all caps. Okay. Anything in all caps that is... Oh, please. Oh, do type normally when you're talking to other people in the chat. Good morning, Cat Shepherd. Hello, Autumn and Boo Boos and Kitty. Oh, he's all happy. He's very happy, and he's in the great chair of happiness. That's what I call that. That is not only my great chair of happiness, that is his great chair of happiness. And for those of you who are new, that is, his full name is Bailey Boo Boos and Kitty, often called Boo Boo, or in the chat they start calling him BBZK, which is adorable. Anyway, hello, Marilyn. Hello, Rachel. Oh, thank you, Stephen. Appreciate that. Yes, Michelle, it's Friday. Roxy, happy Friday, Autumn, everyone. Hugs and kisses. Mwah, mwah, darling. All right. Kathy Anderson looks good. Thank you. Book Bewitched. Hello, Autumn, dearest. Hello, Book Bewitched, dearest. All right. And I'm looking for any questions. You guys are so friendly to each other. You're so nice. Bless every one of you. Cat Shepherd, hail to the Holly King and his Lady Birch. Indeed. Oh, here we go. Marilyn. Hi, Autumn. What will happen with evil Stephen Miller? when he climbs down from the rafters in the White House. What will happen with even Stephen Miller? Will he pay for any of his evil immigration policies? Number one, Stephen Nosferatu Miller. That man. Will he pay for his cruelty? I like how you word that. Any of his evil immigration policies. I like it. Not the policies. You know I don't like the policies. I like the question. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Alexandra, Free Speech for People files motion with Judge Sullivan to challenge the pardon in the Flynn case the pardon/Flynn case dismissal. Will Sullivan hear the case? Okay, okay. Motion. Will Judge Sullivan, let me work it out backwards. Will Judge Sullivan hear the challenge to the Flynn pardon/dismissal? Got it. Thank you. Sorry, it took me a minute to work out anyway, that's just me. I got there in the end. Stacy, hey, did you see that a Trump aide got banned from the DOJ building because he was snooping around? No. I didn't know that. That I did not know. Future Watcher, Autumn, does the Electoral College ever go away? Eventually, but not soon. I've read on that multiple times. Eventually, but not soon. I'm afraid. Sorry. That's what I've been getting. Is there anything for me to? Yeah, it feels like I could look at it again. End of Electoral College. Okay. Got it. All right. Question 4. Dave, they are specially making extra strong coffee at the shop today. Nice. Nancy. Oh, future of elector. I saw, I watched part of Lori's stream over on Way of Positive Change. She's so good. She is such a sweetheart. Oh, with her prayer box and the whole, she has a huge heart, wonderful person. But I'm wondering if you had asked her, if you're the one who had asked her about that, about the electric cars, because I did see her response to that. So we'll see what I can add. I'm sure she answered it better than I will, but I'll try. Okay, it may have just dumped a bunch of stuff and cut off earlier questions. So where YouTube has left me, Anonymous. Hello, Anonymous. Has DeJoy fixed the mail system? Fixed as in bad or fixed as in good? Is the fix in, or are things working? Well, let's just say DeJoy, who belongs in front of the judge before he goes to the jail. DeJoy has DeJoy fixed the mail system? Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah. You want to call Stephen Miller in the White House? Transylvania 65000. Looking for anything in all caps. Stephen, hey, anything on State Department's Christmas party of 900 people? It was stupid. I saw the video. It was dumb. It was just a really dumb thing to do, and they did it. There you go. It's a super spreader event. Everything Trump touches is a super spreader event. It's just how it is. Love Jilu. I love all the people in this group. So do I. Little Butterball, please, can I ask if you can read on the likelihood of a stimulus passing before Congress goes on holiday? I wish, but let's double check. I hope so. Stimulus before Congress goes on holiday. When does Congress go on holiday? To be honest, I'm hoping that Trump goes to Mar-a-Lago for Christmas and stays there. Oh, that reminds me. There was something I was going to... Oh! In Georgia. I want to revisit something from yesterday. Okay. We'll get there. I've got it down, little butterball. Got it down. Okay. Joe Ty. Will Judge Emmett Sullivan take amicus briefs against Barr's dismissal of the Flynn case? I've got. Will Judge Sullivan hear the challenge to the Flynn pardon dismissal? I hope that will work. Joy August. Will Republicans suffer consequences for supporting Trump's efforts to overthrow the election? Let's see. Republicans suffer consequences for supporting Sniffy's efforts to overthrow the election. Okay. Got it. All right. Sue Williams. Pence has been awfully quiet. What's in his future? Every time I read on him, I've just been getting, going back to Indiana. And then it's very boring. But then he gets called back in testifying and gets caught up in that whole, it's like a legal treadmill. And that's just that's as far as I get with his energy. It's just this legal treadmill that just goes on and on and on and on. I've never picked up on jail time for him. But well, I don't know that there's anything there for me to pick up. I have kind of an empty room feeling. But we'll see. Holly, will marijuana be legalized anytime soon? Yes, it will, because states need the revenue. It's that simple. I don't feel like there's much to read on there, because no, it's going to happen. And the way the debts are spiraling. Yeah, they need the revenue, because they tax it off at the wazoo. So, Alexandra, Barr already told Sullivan not to hear it. Well, since when is Barr the boss of Sullivan? Sullivan's not going to be like, oh yes, Barr. Of course, anything you say. But anyway, I like that. Thank you for letting me know. Grandma Rose's homestead. I like that. Is it actually political suicide to not support Trump's fantasies? Let's see. is it? Like that journalist caught Ron Johnson saying, oh, people don't believe in what Trump's saying, but to say so publicly would be political suicide. So he says it. The journalist spreads that. To not support Trump. Okay, got it. All right, I got 10 questions so far. And anything else in all cats? All right, I'm looking for... Clarence is asking, how are they going to get the smell out of the White House? They'll manage. Oh, okay, it definitely jumped. I saw something about office, and then it disappeared. So I'm sorry if I've missed your question. Laurel is asking, has the uproar by Trump, don't vote, changed the outcome of the Georgia elections for the Senate? I think that comes under, will Republicans face consequences for supporting Trump's efforts to overthrow the election? So I maybe the second part of that would be, will fewer Republicans vote? We shall see. All right. Got that, Laurel. Thank you. Jess, will they be able to clean the White House before Biden moves in? Yes, they will. They're gonna. It feels like they're gonna have plenty of time, because I really wonder if he's gonna come back from Christmas. I really wonder if he's just gonna stay in Mar-a-Lago. So they'll have weeks. Oh, Samantha, your question was cut off. Will more judges be added to the Supreme Court? I haven't picked up that that's a yes, but we can double check. There's a lot of legal inquiries and hearings, but more. Let's have a look. More justices on SCOTUS. Okay, now got it down. Well, thank you, None. Thank you. Oh, little brother, you're most welcome. I hope I can get to it. Okay, and Katie, Boo-Boos and Kitty sleeping in the chair. It is very cute. Now he's cleaning his face. That is adorable. Okay. Ginny, will people riot after no money and hard times? Good question. Very sad, but we need to ask. Thank you, Ginny. Will people riot after no money and hard times? Man. All right, well, that gives me 13 questions. So I'm just going to start on these. And I'm so sorry if I didn't get to your question, but maybe I'll have time at the end. But let me jump in, see what I can answer, and then I'll take more. Okay, we're kind of first come, first serve. Sorry. I always feel bad. I have to move my candy canes. All right. Got ye old card stand and ye old cards. Thank you for being here. It was so great. You guys are so great. You have no idea how much I look forward to this. Anyway, all right. Calibri Flyer. I read on martial law yesterday, day before. I've read on it recently. I wasn't getting martial law, for what it's worth. Check with other readers though, because no reader's 100%. I am not 100%. So, oh, excuse me, an itch in my eye. So do check with other readers. Sorry, random itch. All right, so we are at the premium. Oh, let me do this. That was cut off. 20. It'll probably take me to about 21. Okay. So, thank you, Super Queen Bee. Just having a quick look at the chat while I'm just throwing my socks on because I get cold toes. Love and hugs to all. Says Greater TK. You guys are fantastic. You're absolutely fantastic. All right. We're asking about, okay, will there be more justices put on the Supreme Court? Will there be? Yes, Kitty on the chair. Will there be more justices put on the Supreme Court? There be more justices put on the Supreme Court. Will there be more justices put on the Supreme Court? I wasn't even getting the urge to like add more cards. Sometimes the way the cards come out kind of gives me a feeling or energy or something, and it's a 9. It's the 9 of Wands. Could this be the perfect card? 9 of Wands, and feeling very battered, beaten down. Could that be any more perfect? Okay. 10 minus 1 is 9. What is this? Well, some people don't know that it's ever been different. There's so much we've learned in these last 4 years, haven't we? Teresa, did he make the nest or did you? Oh no, I put that down for him. Taking action to add even more. And in a reaction to what McConnell did, what McConnell has done. Did I just get a card of decision? It doesn't tell me which way the decision goes. Let me ask for some more cards. That was funny. 9, and then 10 minus 1 is 9. Joan, I am asking, are they going to add more justices to the Supreme Court? All right. Is Biden going to add more justices? As in, so there'll be more than 9. Okay, it's the card of movement and change, but movement. Movement, change. Sword of truth. All right. Democrats won the election. Republicans are hoping to hold on to more of their policies and power through the Supreme Court. I'm not getting more justices. I'm just not. I'm getting it. It feels more like a shifting around of who's already there. I just I do get disgust, not only my disgust, of which huge disgust of McConnell, and historical disgust of McConnell. 3 more cards. Kimberly, yep, another reader said the same thing in the court. Okay, well, good. Like I said, it's a consensus. I am not omniscient. A decision. Just a decision. Yeah, I'm not getting more justices. So that's what I've got. All right, so we're at 26. Oh, Nosferatu. Stephen Nosferatu Miller. Man who lives on the blood of the innocent. Oh boy. Okay, so well, let's go to 27. Miller. You vile creature, you. Just, you know, everybody says the great, the amazing trio on Sunday night, the readers, Johnny, Jenlin, and Becca. They call Eric "I eat paste." just wrote in the chat, "I eat bats." Oh, look at that. Justice card. All right, Nosferatu. You who live on the blood of the innocents. And are you going to face any consequences? NBC News, House passes historic bill to decriminalize cannabis. Didn't I just say? Didn't I just say? Anyway, hello, Renee. Our great healer is here. Renee has amazing, energetic healing power. It's wonderful. Well, he's certainly facing judgment. Basically, nobody likes him. Card just went flying. Second card in the reading is TikTok. Center card is the Hermit. Hold, please. Where's the... See, the other, you know, like Kirsten Langston jokes about her cards fall in her lap and stuff, and it's like, oh, that's sweet. And mine goes straight to the floor. Excuse me, I've got to go submarine for a card. Huh? What the... Oh, there it is. There we go. Sorry. Strength card. All right. Once he is not special minion to the Orange Fiora, and he's out in those mean streets, he's going to find himself very isolated. The hatred for him will be huge, like the way that let me pull a couple more cards, because I don't want to use hyperbole. I don't mind using hyperbole for a joke, but I try not to use it for actual I don't want to use it lightly. Stephen Miller. Yeah, I'm getting You know how over time we remember some of Hitler's minions, like Goebbels and, some of them, and some names are you remember more than others. Miller's going to be remembered like that. Through all the horrors of the Trump era, Miller is going to have a special place. And temperance is going to come quickly to temper what they did to those kids, to those people, to the damage that's been done. And it has been extraordinary damage. All right, they are going to reunite kids. They're going to reunite kids. They're going to find kids. They're going to find people. They're going to. All right, this is what's really important. Is this? I mean, I just want to hug the poor little kids. This feels really nice. This is trying to make amends for what was done. All right, well, that is good to know. That makes me happy. But is Nosferatu himself going to face consequences other than social isolation? Okay, that's the card for America. All right, there'll be some right-wing. Okay, basically, he's going to end up. I'm not getting. One of the worst things about what Stephen Miller did is that what he did is not illegal. It's wrong. It's unconscionable. It should be illegal, but it's not. I don't know that he's going to face a whole lot of legal consequences. What I do see him, at least in the short and maybe in the long term, maybe when they get the special prosecutors going and they really dig into this, I'm hoping they find this. But for him, I keep getting the same thing. There will always be some kind of Federalist Society, ultra right-wing think tank, den of vipers, people with zero empathy who, basically mainline Ayn Rand all day. There'll be a place for him there, but he's going to be he's from society in general. Yes, Cynthia, morally despicable. Yeah, he's not welcome. He's not welcome, and he will be despised. He will be despised through time. It should be the Geneva Convention, Michelle. Problem is that the U.S. doesn't come under a lot of those international agreements, or rather the parts where people would face consequences. All right. All right. 30. We're almost at 34. Okay. 34. All right. Sorry. I walk every morning and then I have a shower, so sometimes I come on here with wet hair. Sorry about that. But I'm clean. Does that matter? Probably not. Anyway. All right. 3430. Will Judge Sullivan hear the challenge to the Flynn pardon, dismissal, whatnot? Now, this is the thing about Flynn. Okay. Here's the thing about Flynn. Hear me out. I think he is going to end up in big trouble because he was pardoned. But correct me if I am wrong. He was pardoned for what he pled guilty to, right? it wasn't like a pardon for everything he ever did in his whole life, right? It wasn't like a blanket pardon. He was pardoned for what he said he did wrong and whatnot. When he pled guilty, it was basically a deal that if he pled guilty to this thing or these things, there were these other things they dropped. Why not pick them back up again? Once Trump's out of office, go back to the parts they dropped and say, hello. All right, so Judge Sullivan. Are you going to hear the challenges to the Flynn pardon dismissal, whatever thingy, what's it? Oh, okay. Okay, Nancy, thank you. I'm getting Flynn thinks he's got it made in the shade. He's like, I'm good. It's all scantily clad women by the pool for me. Sorry, didn't mean to bump the desk. Oh, nay, nay. Oh, nay, nay. Real serious heavy duty capital letter isolation for all the lying he did, for the deals he tried to do, all of that. Very strong case. And there's Biden and there's lack for Republicans for Flynn, where the Republican side comes up short. Flynn thinks he had it made in the shade. Nope. Now, is it going to be specifically Sullivan? They gave him a deal. Yep, Joe. Exactly. What's all the stuff they didn't indict him for? Daw, thank you, Renee. Is it actually going to be Sullivan or is it going to be somebody else? I'll just pull 3 cards. Is it going to... It says, right, Flynn will regret the day he opened his pie hole. Both secrets and higher wisdom. Okay. Okay. Someone standing up, working very hard, partnering with basically the Biden DOJ. Bye-bye, Flynn. He thinks he's got it. He thinks he's got it made in the shade. He really does. And Joe, and he loses his Fifth Amendment rights with the pardon. He's trapped. Yep. All right. 40. Where are we? Okay. Can we get to the, can we get rid of this electoral college nonsense, please? Please, oh, please. Oh, tis rat. Cinnamon pastry in the microwave for 15 seconds. I got some groceries last night. And you know, that takes up most of your evening, wiping down groceries, as it does for me anyway. And but for my dad's breakfast this morning, I made sure he got a his favorite, which is a croissant with chocolate in it. And he was so happy when I gave it to him. Anyway. All right, so 41. Can we get rid of the electoral college, please? Okay, thanks. Man, oh day. It's like we have millions more votes. The other side's like, nope, don't want to hear it. Millions more votes. Oh, thank you, Pink. It's being used corruptly by the Republicans right now, and how Trump got in, and the dynasty is leaving. It's become a tool of the Republicans because that's the only way they can win the presidency. Using higher wisdom causes huge upset, stress, legal wrangling. Sparty, I did not put a candle on his croissant, but I did buy the little chocolate cake for his birthday cake. So I'll make sure he gets that. But anyway. All right. What does the upset mean? Just a few cards. Oh, it would seriously weaken. I mean, oh my gosh, the Republican Party would have to change. What a shame. A lot of it stems from Trump, from this, looking back at this era. And a lot of this stuff to stop it from ever happening again, but it's a piece. But I'm getting a lot of legal wrangling, but I'm not getting us being able to get rid of it anytime soon. And this is what I've picked up before. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. All right, 44, where are we? Okay, 4430, future of electric cars over the next 10 to 15 years. Oh, I also got some, as I'm shuffling, I also got some almond nog. But, so I'm looking forward to that. So I got a couple little things. I don't have a tree. I don't have, I don't have a big anything planned. I don't have a whole lot of decorations. I pretty much have 3 of these cute little things for my doors. And I got some candy canes, and I got some almond nog. And I have some nails. But good enough for me. Looking forward to trying the almond nog, but I have to make sure I don't go too crazy on that, because I have worked so hard this year to I have lost 23 pounds now. Yeah, 23 pounds since July. So very pleased. Anyway, almond nog. No, not almond nog. The important thing, future of electric cars. Okay, 4530, future of electric cars. Future of electric cars. Let's see here. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. Oh, thank heavens. Oh, thank heavens. There's going to be a push. There's going to be a push for the environment. Oh, thank heavens, thank heavens, thank heavens. Okay. Well, there's money to be had. A lot of it's still for the wealthy. It's getting better, but a lot of it's still for the wealthy. Same thing this morning. The same person was asking Lori about autonomous cars as well. It's for the wealthy. This, for some reason, this feels like a car dealership. I don't know why I've got a car dealership just sitting here. It's like, okay, what about it? But it's just, this is a car dealership. It's like, okay. And people definitely wanting to be more environmentally friendly. But a lot about buying cars is changing. You know, Carvana, or, you know, what are these other places where it's more online. There's money to be made. But the thing is that even electric cars, because of what's in the batteries and all that kind of stuff, they're not necessarily the most, I mean, it's better for the environment than these internal combustion engines. But with all the electronics and the batteries and the things you need to run for electric cars, it's not the best thing ever for the environment. Does that make sense? It will continue on. I'm wondering I'm wondering why people are asking. Nancy, are you still around? Could you tell me why? Yeah, Rachel, the batteries are toxic. Could why this question's coming up now is what I'm curious about, which I should have asked originally. Progress, computerized progress. Wheezy Squeezebach is saying they need a lot of lithium. Yep. So, all right. What's next? Oh, DeJoy. Who is not a joy. Cat, they're changing the formulation of the batteries. They're taking out cobalt. They're lowering the lithium content, and lithium can be filtered from seawater. That's good. That's good. They're making progress. All right. $49.30 DeJoy, who belongs in DeJail. Thank you for sharing that, Kat. I didn't know. Thank you. All right, DeJoy. I loved the wording of this question. Have you fixed the mail services? Because that can be good or that can be bad. What has DeJoy done with the mail service? You see, because he's messed up the mail so much, is he one of the Grinches who's actually destroyed Christmas, stolen Christmas? Yeah, he's definitely made it harder. He's definitely made it harder for everything. Oops. Okay, well, they were trying to. Nancy, I'm asking because of eco reasons and money reasons, interest in stocks. This is not good for stock. Do not use this for stock trading advice. No, I'm serious. Do not take medical advice or financial advice from people on YouTube. Don't. Anyway, we're back to DeJoy. He was trying to help Trump. And of course, the dream of privatizing everything. And the courts got involved and said, oh, nay. But somebody's going to have to come in and clean this up. Someone in a very bipartisan way, because there's actually there are all five suits on this table. Pentacles, cups, swords, wands. They're all there. Yeah, the one's right there. Okay, sorry, I couldn't see it. It's this little sticky out bit right here. Someone in a bipartisan way is going to have to go in and fix it. And they will fix it. They'll get everything flowing again for the good. But DeJoy has... Ugh, he's such a blankety blank man. Is DeJoy going to face any more consequences? Is DeJoy going to face any more consequences for what he has done? I can see him back in some kind of hearing or court case or something, for what it's worth. And he was just like, the mental image was just like, whoa, right there. So I think he's going to end up paying some fines, if that makes any sense. But he did his best to corrupt American democracy. It feels like he's going to pay some fines, but mostly people just want him to go away. There is evidence. This is my card of evidence and witnesses. But it's like hearing, leave the stuff, and just go away. Pay fines, go away. So we will get the post office working again properly. Probably even better. Because they'll get rid of that stupid 2006 thing where they had to fund their pension for 25 years or something insane that's been just damaging them financially. It's ridiculous. Okay. Speaking of ridiculous, is the fact that I have to ask 5430, is there going to be some kind of stimulus before they go on holiday? When does the Senate go on holiday? Does anybody know? Oops. All right, I'll put 50, actually 55. All right, when does, okay, little butterball, thank you. The house goes, oh my gosh, really? December 11th? Just over a week? There's just over a week for them to get some kind of stimulus. That's what you're saying. Kay Nelson, December 21st to the 31st. Oh, in the Senate. Senate, December 18th. There's not much time, basically. Suddenly my stomach just turned. Yeah, and the funding bill. Man, people are desperate. Feels like all those cups are empty. All across the country. Man. That's the era right there. There's Trump the man, there's heartache. Heartache because of him. That's a Trump era, ladies and gentlemen. GOP blocked the bipartisan bill, Clarence is saying. Yep. Jennifer, Senate is in session until the 18th. Thank you. Okay, Nelson, no soup for you. Yeah. She's trying. I'm not sure about this partnership card. Hang on. Okay, this is, yeah, we know he's just awful. Pelosi, the Republicans trying to find something they can agree with, some kind of partnership coming up, but all right. Does that mean, is that a bipartisan agreement for the stimulus? So are people going to have decent Christmases, actually get some money to buy some food? Or is McConnell going to be eternal Scrooge down through history? Republicans aren't listening. Linda Sue, Trumpers believe Dems are keeping the stimulus from passing. Sparty, the current bill doesn't include a stimulus check for the people who need it. Oh, boy. Thank you, Irma. Thank you. That's very kind. Thank you. See, before Trump was hoping, there was at least a little bit of push from Trump through Meadows to try to help Trump's reelection. That didn't work. So this is in the past. This is gone. This is them going on vacation. This is trying to make do with what little's out there. I'm not getting, maybe they'll help somebody, but I'm not getting It's infuriating. I'm having trouble even putting this into words because yeah, Kat, they go on vacation and leave the rest of us to suffer. Insult to injury. Mitch McScrooge. We're waiting. America waiting for our ship to come in, waiting for some help, wanting partnership. It's a big part of why you had so many people voting for Biden. Seeing that the extreme bipartisanship, seeing what that leads to, seeing what the extremes lead to. Working, but on the defensive. I keep getting we're going to have to wait. Oh, yeah, exactly, Carmela. And McConnell's too busy with adding judges. I agree. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mitch McConnell right there. What he's doing. Mm-hmm. What does he care? What money? He has all kind of money. If they send out more money, then that weakens the dollar. So his millions aren't worth as much. Oh, this little kitty stretch. Oh, it's just a little kitty stretch. Look at that. Yeah, people are suffering. Divine Spirit, please give us control of the Senate. Please give us control of the Senate. For the sake of the kids, please. For the sake of people being thrown out of their homes and starving. But this is our hope. It's the rise of the Democrats. I'm not getting anything really good. I would love to be wrong. Please let me be wrong. I really want kids to be fed, for people to not go hungry, for I've got to shut that down because I'll get way too upset. Speaking of upset, yesterday, okay, the question came in yesterday. I'm using the pen. Why am I using the pen? I don't need to be using the pen. The question came in yesterday. It was from Kathy Anderson. Is Devil Trump going to go down to Georgia? And what I got was, I didn't think so. Because what I got, I went back and looked. I got, I wonder if I've got any of it handy, or if it would just like take forever to find the cards. Probably take forever to find the cards since I'm still looking. What I got was the 10 of Wands, and importantly, oh, come now. There's the 10 of Wands. Oh, come now. Where is she? There she is. Sorry about that. Yesterday, I'll just change this to 5. Yesterday, the question was, is Trump going to go down to Georgia? And I got this. And I got the card for Mar-a-Lago. And it was like, no, I'm just getting Florida. I'm not getting, besides, this is the card of holding still. This is the card of holding yourself still. And this is a burden where he's busy with other, it's the burden of what he's carrying, which is that he lost. Anyway, I'm not saying that I'm, I admit when I'm wrong. And it could just be I'm wrong. But I really think what this is, I think the reason I got these two particular cards is because I don't speak narcissist. Yeah, he's voluntarily holding himself still. He's choosing to say, it's all rigged, it's all wrong, and here are my poster boards. And if it's on a poster board, of course it must be true. That's my proof that it's on a poster board. He's purposely holding himself still. So, because he should move on. So my question is his going down to Georgia going to have any effect? What's he going to do? Is he going to go up there and tell people not to vote? Is it going to have an effect on the Republican voters? Is it going to be a super meh? Well, other than being a super spreader event, which I'm certain it will be. For entertainment purposes only, YouTube. Yes, Rox. Bethany, hey Bethany, Tinker Mouse is here. Hello. Man, this is hard to listen to. So many people need this. Oh, my reading's hard to listen to? It hurts to read on it. And please tell me I'm wrong. Please tell me I'm wrong. I want to be wrong so badly. I want kids to get food. But anyway. Roxy, Autumn, Linda G saw Warnock winning. Yay. So anyway, Devil's going down to Georgia, looking for an election to steal. Georgia, so is it tomorrow? I think he's going down there. Is it going to have an effect? Is it going to cause a problem? Well, we know what's really going on, but okay, we know who won, but little bully Trump getting on his Don Quixote horse. This is certification. This is judges throwing out his arguments. This is little bully Trump getting on his Don Quixote horse, which is right in the middle. But the end is nigh. The end is coming swiftly for him. Is it going to, is Trump going to Georgia going to depress any of the Republican votes? Or depress enough Republican votes? Because he's just going down there to stir the pot. Oh, I'm so sorry you've been ill, Bethany. Oh, and to raise money. Main thing is the money. Yes. Wheezy Squeeze Box, $170 million in donations. Politics is more lucrative than pretending to sell condos in Mexico. Because that's really the thing, is to make the money. It's like the Democratic operatives in Georgia are standing there and they're like, is this really happening? Is he really doing this? Okay. It seems like we're getting an unfair advantage here. Okay, I'll just stand here. If the Republicans want to do the work of getting Democrats elected, it's going to temper. Because also, when Trump did that 46-minute embarrassment of an infomercial, it showed him for the lunatic he is. And there's also an element here of tempering. This is tempering Republican votes, but it's also tempering a little bit of support for Trump. Because seeing what a lunatic he is, people voted for a new president. Republicans working. The main thing I'm picking up is the money. Okay, so now it's just the money, but he's running out of time. He's completely out of runway here. He is seriously out of runway here. So that is my eye roll. Okay. Speaking of eye rolling, 112:30. Will Republicans suffer consequences for supporting Trump? What was that? Will Republicans face consequences for supporting all this Trump craziness? Oh, specifically, will Republicans suffer consequences for supporting Trump's efforts to overthrow the election? Oh, yeah, Shellmark. Trump told the Georgia governor to cancel the Senate runoff. Will Republicans suffer consequences for supporting Trump's efforts to overthrow the election? Everybody knows he's lying. Well, most people know he's lying. Most people know. He's just trying to make money. It's a grift. It's a grift. Biden's the president-elect. Republicans are still they're going to find new ways to try to, steal victories through the courts and through, they don't have the numbers to win the big, like the presidency and what have you. They just don't have the numbers anymore. So they're just going to come up with more creative ways to do this. It's pathetic, and you can only be creative for so long, because there reaches a point where you need to actually get enough votes. But yeah, that's all I'm getting is they're going to try to come up with more evil schemes. I don't know, try being decent. That might work. 11500 will fewer Republicans vote in Georgia? Will fewer Republicans vote in Georgia? Because we know that hopefully Democrats are going to be out in force voting. So how much is this going to suppress? Like, is this going to suppress the Georgia Republican vote enough to hand the Senate seats to the Democrats? What Trump is doing, what the Republicans are doing, is it going to depress the Republican vote enough? I voted Republican all my life. That's the card. That's not me. I've never voted for a Republican. It's having an effect. Trump's making money, but the Republicans lost the election. The Senate's hanging in the balance. You know, if I try to step back from it and say, okay, if somebody comes to me and they say, okay, I'm in this local government or what have you, and there's this person who's causing this big ruckus that might depress turnout. If on my side, what's going to happen? And this, in a 5-card reading, the center card's most important, and the center card is quiet as a tomb. The last card in the future is howling at the moon. It's lies that lead to howling at the moon. At the center of the reading, not the card for the reading, center of the reading is quiet as a tomb. They really, if I was Republican, I would be calling Trump up. If I was a Republican leader, I'd be calling Trump up every day saying, you lost. Do not take us down with you. Hello, Rachel. Just a couple more cards on Republicans, Trump, Republican voters in Georgia. He's making a mess where there doesn't need to be. There doesn't need to be this mess in Georgia. There really doesn't. And if they just stayed, if everything just went back to normal, Republicans would probably keep those Senate seats, or keep those Senate seats. Yeah, this is nonpartisan in the sense of this is kind of become the Trump party wands. Cups are Democrats, pentacles are Republicans, but Trump is the king of wands, and this has kind of become it's like the party of Trump as its own thing, and with the fanatics in the middle doing everything aggressively. They're still a massive force in the Republican Party. Stirred up the populace. Go ask people in go ask the aristocrats in the French Revolution how well that does when you go and specifically do everything you can to stir up the populace and tell them that they're being taken advantage of and they should be angry at the leaders over here. Go ask the aristocracy how that worked out for them, because that's what they did. Well, thank you, Laurel. Okay, 120. Oh, Pence. Oh, no, wait. Let's do 120 here. Is it political suicide to not support Trump? You guys are great. Thank you for being here. Oh, Roxy, thank you. Is it really political suicide to not support Trump? In the Republican Party, is it really political suicide to not support Trump? There's a shift going on where, I mean, if you think about like Fox Noise back during the Obama years, they just, they had wall-to-wall programming, everything wrong that Obama and his administration were doing, every last thing you could imagine. They're shifting back to that now. And so trying to not do that, which is what Trump is doing, it's being out of step. It's change. Yeah, the Republicans are. A lot of the Republicans are just like, look, take your money and your obnoxious kids and just go disappear into Florida. Change is coming. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Temperance and the sun, as in, it's basically things, the sun coming out, things kind of going back to normal, the way they were. The Republicans really, there is a growing consensus. I can feel that in Republicans who just want things to go back to normal. This rat, are you okay? I just keep seeing really awful suggestions in the chat. We're very anti-violence around here, and we don't want anybody playing in traffic. No, don't play in traffic. Nay. No traffic playing. Don't do that. Oh, and they're all about to have legal problems anyway. Oh, big legal problems are coming. Oh, yeah. The ways that they made money, oh, yeah, it's coming. It's on its way. Biden administration. All right. 124. Pence. Oops. Future of Pence. Oh, have a good day, Roxy. Patty, I'm in Florida. Don't send Trump here. Oh, no, you're good. You're good to rat. Pence. Embrace your truth, man. Embrace your truth. Things are definitely coming to an end around him. Yeah, he's no longer going to be vice president. I think he is going to be on the defensive. Well, they've been on the defensive legally, but they're going to continue to be on the defensive legally. There's Chad. Hanged Man. Hey, Chad. This is just, end of his big time in the spotlight. He doesn't have a lot of money. He has some. He goes back to being a Republican citizen. Biden comes in. See, that's the thing. I think if there's chaos coming for Pence, I don't think it's going to be for quite a while. Okay, after, will it go on to be more chaotic, legal hearing treadmill for Pence? Is he going to get called back in for all of that? Well, he would be called in as one of he's forever one of Trump's minions. Yeah, there's going to be some question. There are going to be some questions about money, about how things were done. Actually, this feels more Republican than money-based, but it kind of half of one, half the other under the Biden administration. And he didn't get as deep into a lot of the financial shenanigans as the others, but there are definitely going to be some questions. So yeah. Pence. Yeah, there's never much there. So at 1:27:30, will people riot after no money and hard times? Are people going to riot? Man. Hey, Kathy Anderson. Yep, Chad knows. Are people going to riot? Jobs out of the economy was half of what economists were hoping today. Man. People going to riot. 2 cards there. All right. So many people, it's like, if you are in a hard place, let me say this. I am grateful for where I am right now, that I have a roof over my head, that, I could get a couple of Christmas decorations and my nails and stuff, that I have, that's one of my 2 very cute cats. And I rent part of a house. I can't afford my own house, so I rent part of a house. But I've been in a place where, I was newly married, and between the 2 of us, we had $100 a month for food. And made it work. I gained a lot of weight because I was eating a lot of white flour stuff, but $100 a month for food for 2 people. And we moved because of 9/11, what it did to the economy. We moved 12 times in the first 5 years we were married. 12. So I understand it can feel like if you don't have enough food, you don't have, you're going to have to leave. You can't stay where you are. Um, I know that when you run out of food in your house, the first thing you run out of is vegetables. Fruit is long gone, and then you run out of vegetables. You're left with starch, maybe some beans or something. So I know, while it feels like, I'm on YouTube and I have the cute banners and the cute thing, and I've got it made in the shade. I'm grateful for where I am, but I know what it's like. All right. So I want to explain that to you because I want to say it feels like it's the end. If you're in that situation, it feels like it's over. You have nowhere to go. You don't have enough food. It's awful. But it's not over. It's not over. And so I want to make that very clear, that it isn't the end of your life. It isn't at the end of your future. It isn't the end of your children's future. So I want to make sure that was very clear. Yeah, I mean, and I'm divorced. You're coming up on my divorce was finalized almost a year ago. It's around the 17th. And, but it's not the end. It's a new beginning. It's a future. It's space to build. So I just wanted to put that out there. I got 2 cards for the second part of this. This is actually the center card. Will people riot? There's always this possibility, but it's way over here at the beginning, maybe even in the past. Thank you, Terry. Having to rely on family, having to rely on anything, anybody. It's real desperation. But this is not forever. Things are going to get better. Things are going to get better. And thank heavens that those monsters in the White House are going. And we're getting people in who actually care, who are going to do something about it, who are going to help. That is what's coming. And I'm not the only reader. We've all been getting 1930 style, work programs and other programs that FDR put in place to get people through the worst of the Depression. And there's potentially some really good news on vaccines. So it feels like it's the end. It's a catastrophe. It's hard. But things in this country are going to get better. They are. They are. And your life can get better, even when it seems like you can't. It can't. There was a time in my life, and I was in pain every day. And I was very, very sick. And there was no cure. And I found, over time, people kept looking, and I found ways to help that no one had thought of. until then. So you may think it's the bottom, that there's no hope, but there is hope. All right. And that is what I'm going to leave you with today. Hope. Because there is hope. There are good days ahead. I know I say it all the time, but it's true. I say it because I know it's true. All right, you guys hang in there. You're not alone. We're going to get through this. Okay. Take care. Big hugs. Big hugs. All right. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'm here every day. Take care. Yes, Rachel, as long as you're breathing, there's hope. Hang in there. See you tomorrow.